ma na wo de Kenya ho na afi yitumi ahye dwumedi ase ede ya ma na me ka wo se ene Tuesday de obehwe ya poro so de ensema hodro de ne ya beka bebre ede ya kire wo harmo odem se CAF U23 AFCON no enche biara je se o my Ghana nso ye ne Mozambique game no eba so eno ya de mu enchire mu ede be ma ewo dwumedi so CAF Confederations Cup nso House of Folk return leg no eba so den o ma hoboa etesen enso ewo hormo GFA ede abetu dwa enra ne betom say last season collapse omunyina eye winners no omo cash no GFA ede amom nesu full payment ya de mu enchiremu nso ede bebrew ewo dwumadie so Dr. Ogun Prosperity ono nso wetumi abamonte abekasa about House of Folk job linking no papa no wakasa odensam kakra ede ato efom enso ewo hono na ebeba wuram na yahwe amano ne ensem wonim se anwumra UEFA Champions League enso eba so den match day 4 todwa ewo hono wan no hwan na Asia enso ewo hono na afi enso ensam ahodo a eno nso eka ho nyina na etumi ede abrew ewo dwumadie so ex players ne bi nso akasa ede akire coach Oto Ado na nyawota makulu nso akasa osi asamojan kianeke yamfa no kokata odene ya adwen sanso na goalkeeper joka ono so de ne dia atumu se Oto Ado senior players a omon perform no on benchi omunyina eno so oni joka ya adwen e wo ho enne ensem de bi kawe won enne ya tena si ye bedi mu enkomo na ansa na ebekọ yansem nyina so no Paul Napoleon Ajiman why crado so odiyan ebewurum e wo the tidbit around the world of sports and inter me home so na me dana me ho ba Paul the tidbit no so ede ama ahwefo ewo dwumadie so enko be bia ha Adinkra television Adinkra sports Tuesday edition ena o hwe eno aso na utie no me ba sisi a Alright, I'm sure for na kwa babiem edeba Adinkra television so sanso ene ma wakwa babiem edeba Adinkra radio Ghana so jumede no ena wanigu so awo hwe no Adinkra sports the Tuesday edition in every afina odi we feed ato wade a Adinkra TV so ena o hwe no jumede no senya na live on Facebook Adinkra television and in bomoden ka kire onua no so nka kire obi say sports bre no aso on Adinkra television. Paul Ayakrado, a we kwa nchana wetumi ede room or the tidbit around the world of sports na waboabo anu ewie nso ode esum Ghana for Paul Bema bogode yankopon adom belated blissful birthday so
thank you
na when dendra wa o kan won sem but na de enim say kianake
ase de na my word busy
sa
break by o say the wife for each say no say the na wife I word
I said that.
O say why word
Guess
mani nyina amra ha mo nkoto no mo nya ni sa sister so why word
sister bear
that's why word
what wow
na o say mo nyina mo mra o monkoto na monye ne saa na mo gina ohim ntoma no so ohim amamwa
ye be himo
Charlie Ghana do
you know there's a saying say the hungry man is always an angry person what I say
enobia
Paul ese to throw me no e me ne han you come no ya na bufo so na fa ade come de ka bia na mfa na so mu
na wana ma come de no Wase why word na why na
eto je ono a so no why word na wo so come de nti wo so kope kakra de asoso ana aje nsem no
bibini so ye nipa ho
misrawo don't go there moro aba
say odunya ka bibini pe na ese o pe bibia ka ana na no ye ne meka aze ye bufu to kokko ne edi kuchi atoso ama wo no ye mfra to ugina ho bonse no anu ezi
wale re kabo
ese yo se obedi but nipa no pa no be ma
o minimum ko apenda o me no kran so na o bo minimum
eno ne frɛ no o mu twidi bi o me frɛ no meka akiro mpanyimfo ya netabo
Yakubu huma aso ko be don so
ewe Yakubu ne
the book of James James chapter 5
hey James 5
what akachiro
hey was it James chapter say
Paul
was it James chapter say
your Bible wa how
was it James chapter saying
Bible wa how
fafon no me say James was it James chapter say 5 there be
me person why so for you
why misquote was it James chapter 5 Yakubu no
James ahe up to 4
Yakubu no asema kan ni Yakubu 5
they say Bible don't lie
e was James 4:2
James chapter 5 up to 5
Mr. James 4:2 quotation na quote you no e was James 4:2
but also for Paul yankwe
Bible dey water the Bible house my issue
it's a Bible bisa Bible so ana Sunday nyumre
ana wa quote you once mama na form mo ko check mo check was James 5 mo has asem no can say e was James 5
James 5 na my favorite quotation
but the okay
James 5 verse 15 I am a memory verse am
me we say o kon be do wunya eno ni James 5 eno ni James 4:2
it's as here
nti mo wo hwefo no mu say wa misquote
ma form
simple Kofi
baba yako gara fa yakro no
I was for every so the tebet no edimo na wie e Adinkra television so na me sha ase e the free Ghana Football Association for asoye e for bekaya then usunya na se mfie mienu ni ana keto kriku no ye FA president de batu dwa se ye coach sa ene omudi ye class na nimu no wo abobo modern a obetimi de ye Premiership Club Biagi League no season ni end a ombebo modern so omde bekwa abruchire no akwa kusua de kakra na watimi de ababe boa clubs na se Ghana Football na se tefo beka last season no e coach si Bazigi Olidi Azakes ladies no omuji FA Cup omuji Man League no chese competition bi e course bia no omutumi agi bibia e boso e okroma no mo enti nei wo hwe eye baba no hunsuso a ono so ye Black Maidens head coach na no na aferi kirem ze bo hye no omhye no e braso se omne sa coach si e kwa abrochire mo omkosua ade no msare beka Ghana Football e ho na omukọ no F9 share say nyame adom no owura you see Bazigi omukoba pe na je say adu eye Mesitego so ene oba ne din de Joyce Bote no mo so ba be kwa kopiem amona no mo so kwa kwagye ntete no mo aba and you see Bazigi ene owura baba no hu omukọ eye 1 month attachment ewo Hofiam eho ene nei omukọ akwakosuade de aba be boa ma Ghana Football enso etimi afa ne ntuma pa edi efra na eda so Ghana Football Association mo na enwure ane ede betu manim anase ede kire mo ema mu se efe no last year omo league MTN FA Cup omo division 1 omo qualify ni nyina no empanifo de nhye akwam sika so munya no omo de ni nyina ema omo enwure na ahwekro bia kuma sasante kotokwa last season omo na gi eye Ghana Premier League no na omo gi ye ne sika efe no eba omo de ma wo mo no eye 250,000 Ghana cedis 250,000 Ghana cedis ana efe no edema wo mu de otoso mienu ni eye Mediama Sporting Club wonya 150,000 Ghana cedis ana bechem etoso miensa wonya 80,000 Ghana cedis sanso na oba division 1 hɔ no na Nsuataman FC won odi kan wonya 50,000 Ghana cedis de otoso mienu ye Tamale Cities onso enya 30,000 Ghana cedis ukopem zone 2 a Samates enso na edi kan hɔ no mu onso nya 50,000 Ghana cedis Dwas etoso mienu onso nya 30,000 Ghana cedis ubepem zone 3 a Kotokuru Royals enei atimodan ho no mo hye edu omo nkwe omo so na di first ho no omo nya 50,000 Ghana cedis ana Liberty Professionals a ono to so mienu no enso nya 30,000 Ghana cedis ho no na bepem FA Cup na emema na fam no House of Folk Energy ye onya 80,000 Ghana cedis Bechem United etoso mienu onso nya 30,000 Ghana cedis emana femu no ampem da ko anagiye onya 30,000 Ghana cedis Azakes ladies etoso mienu omusu enya 10,000 Ghana cedis na ohwe women's premier league na ampem da ko akroya na sanji edisi omuna so omunya 50,000 Ghana cedis Azakes man etoso mienu 30,000 Ghana cedis ana omunya e beach soccer omusu FA Cup no do di kan Chita FC omo ensunya 15,000 Ghana cedis do toso mienu no Sea Sharks omusu nya 7,500 Ghana cedis ana Ocean Stars enso toso miensa omusu nya 3,000 Ghana cedis ana Sunset etoso enan onso nya 1,500 Ghana cedis edisa pepepe na ekoso yi trophy na say yi trophy ndi minim tournament crown boy a omode sa sika no edi ebae ana division 1 cup no super cup na ba so no Liberty Professionals omo enedi nkan ho no 15,000 Ghana cedis ana omunya ye ana ampem da ko a enso etoso mienu ho no Liberty edi nkan no nso ataman toso mienu 8,000 ana Samata toso mienu 5,000 e mana from super cup no so no Fed ladies enedi nkan 15,000 ampem da ko toso mienu onya 8,000 ana police ladies toso mienu onya 5,000 edi so kan say sika nyina bobbo mu ne adasi come presented the man class na omunam almost 1 million Ghana cedis ana nei omoache edi ama class na yede hu nsem nyina edi ma nti hwe okasa mfoni na se de afi ni chesika no ene da so a yede kire ona wie ewo Adinkra television eso afi woda wani ede chance mfufuro mu a ene di aba beto dwane se has of folk ye nyina nim se nyame adoma ede kwese de omugyina akono ewo man Ghana mu anoma omo so hwese obetimi abo ama ne nyina akoyie ne nei ka fotena se no omo ahwe mu akwa referees nei omo abegina kanse ne finfin no omo hwe no omo to ayram ama bibibi akoso ama sa game no etimi aba so has ene reba makomo mu free Mali ene de sa game no ehye so ne nei center referee no owura ne dindi yellow bodom gado yellow bodom gado na je se otimi se togofo no omudina no ode papa line 1 no Jonathan Ahwato Kofi line 2 no so Wasan Tomali ana fourth official no Atiso Ahwagbo omo ene ba behama game no atumi abaso nti we officials a omo ba match commissioner no Alaji Bambagana Kali ono so ene ba be match commissioner ono free Nigeria mountain so nti officials we ana nyame adoma has folk match a eba so Sunday no omo ba behama game no atumi abaso ewo Accra Sport Stadium eno CAF Confederation second league no eba so coming Sunday ewo Accra Sport Stadium ukopemo Kumasi Asante Kotoko former coach aswe ya ono Dr. Prosperity Ogum enei papa na kasa ode nsema todwa na chese Ghana fo no adodo no esusu se abra David Okloko piemu hasofo kwa aswe ne de na nka papa oba hasofo kwa anesa na nsu ne papa no aba be kase dabi me has lalai has nyetim fo metimi akochi has na has so a big team but ohwe pressure na ne mount de bana Kofi kura mana kwa mana nya adwuma na Kofi be boni tuja se ho eti Ogum se oda has for ase se supporters ne chante se nke nei wo me fa azu boko no na kontoto ne manfa mo se time nso so ba be fa azu fo boko no wo se pressure wo mu no nei wo be fa onye so se obetimi ama ha se timi gina na se de wo pe anye se onye good coach o good coach ne mu mo hwe pressure na mount ba especially from Dr. Nyawota Mloko side no to ayampia na Kofi so to be di ba ne dia wo fa adwuma na so be shi enti Prosperity Ogum se has a folk oda mo ase ne mu adwuma no onye na adwen se nei oba ba be fa sisi enti eno ne nsem a doctor so de atodwa ye de ma enawie ewo Adinkra television so afa ye fa ye ni enchira manone ne hwe de yekoso amanone no ye sha se de free England mountain so ene nyame adoma championship match baako ebetimi atodwa ewo no mo eno Wigan Athletic ene Blackburn Rovers ene de sa match no ehyehe so enya numere ana sa game no eba so na ye free championship a ne de ni kire UEFA Champions League nyame adoma nei ye to aso denden ya chese enye bete matches ni bi won ma no ohye pa na we say the group E no esitie ne dia enei enye bete wo ho ano ohye AC Milan etna San Siro no we kam Chelsea the Blues no mo the game no atimi ahyehye so ho no refa ni din ede Daniel Sebete ono ene ne obegina mfimfin ofi Germany ono ene kwakọ hama sa game no atumi abaso the same group krona no Dynamo Zagreb etna fi no ato ne sa fe Salzburg no mo so de ahyehye so ho no na referee no so efi Germany ono ene kwakodi Tasbia Staka ono ene kwakodi na sa game no emfimfim group F no ene Celtic eto ne sa fe RB Leipzig no mo so de ahye so ebeba so Celtic Park referee ni de Hila Mala ono efi Turkey ono ne kwakodi na emfimfim ahwa amasa game no so etimi abaso the same group na Shatter the Nest enso tena fie ene Real Madrid ere ahye so eba so Polish Army eho na game no eba so referee ne din edi Orion Grafeld wono efri Israel ono ene kwako gina fifin ama game no atumi abaso yekopiem wo group G wono so a FC Copenhagen etena fie no ne Manchester City edi aboso ewo eye paken eho ana game no abaso referee Ata Dias ofri Portugal ono kwako gina fifin ama game no so atumi akoso dendenden ewo no mu saa so na group kro na no Borussia Dortmund etena Signal Iduna Park na wa we kame eye Sevilla boboko no mo so atimi dia kwahye so ewo no mu referee ne din edi eye Sergeant Jovanovic oye Seviani ono ene kwako gina finfin atoyirem amasa game no so atumi abaso group H eye group etwato no eye Maccabi Haifa ene wo tenafie no ne Juventus e de aboso e baso e wo Sami Ofa Stadium e ho na game no e baso referee ni Antonio Machio of Spain wono eye ene kwako hesa game no so amana baso na akopem o Parc des Princes eno ye Paris Saint-Germain e we kame eye Benfica boboko no so e de ahye so no referee ni Michael Oliver of England enei wono ne kwako he ama sa game no atumi abaso nti UEFA Champions League no nyame adoma fixtures no se ne tie no ana ye de amawa matches no e baso enanwumre ya enye fedi agro emu odin especially group E wono Chelsea group no emu odin papa obi atumi qualify e wo sa group ni mu ena me no ka say eye Euro 2024 almost fixtures no atumi aba abonten a utumi se de group ni tie no eno so ehu pa na ukopem a group A no teams a wana se countries no mo ho no enie eye Spain, Scotland, Norway, Georgia and Cyprus omo ene wo group A ukopem o group B no so a eye Netherlands, France, Republic of Ireland, Greece and Gibraltar omo so ewo group B group C no eye Italy, England, Ukraine, North Macedonia and Malta omo so ene wo group C yakopem o group D ho no so a Croatia, Wales, Armenia, Turkey and Latvia almost ene wo group D ho no mu yakopem group E a Poland, Czech Republic, Sansuna Albania, Faroes of Ireland and Moldova almost ene wo sa group no group F no Belgium, Austria, Sweden, Azerbaijan and Estonia almost ene wo group F group G no Hungary, Serbia, Montenegro, Bulgaria and Lithuania almost ene wo group G group H no Denmark, Finland, Slovenia, Luxembourg, North Ireland and San Marino almost ewo group H one mo group I no Swaziland, Israel, Romania, Kazakhstan, Belarus, Andorra almost ewo group I na group J no Portugal, Bosnia Herzegovina, Iceland, Kosovo, Slovenia and Liechtenstein almost ewo group G one mo a ye de won sem so e de ema enanwum ewie ewo Adinkra television so afeye ni enche ensemfufo mu dia enei Steven Gerrard an wo kasa an wo kirem se he ne mrante na Aston-Villa enwe omkodi enyambransem ebe omne Nottingham Forest ed boss one outstanding matcher na atodwa akamu na omu boyfriend mu no omu create chances be brain omu sese no ana Steven Gerrard o head coach ed ma Aston-Villa boboko no ed abetodwa na wo kirem se ade ne mrante ne ye no na ni nyi ho esan so omu take omu chances ye ball de wo bona betimi awini na beje 3 points a your chances a beteki no ena hu bi ehia pa eti wo se wotimi take your chances na nema nyina timi koyi edema wo eno ne nsemo a Steven Gerrard ede ba betu dwa se ne mrante no omunya hwe yie na de wo motututu nema na omo bobo chances to go no so omo kopio relegation ebe ha ne yie pa eno ne nsemo a Steven Gerrard so ede atudwa na awie edema ewo Adinkra television so ukopio England a enei England FA ne de ba betu dwa se Nyankopon ya adoma akato ne bro na tese kwa kopiem okata na World Cup no baso nenei omu chemu se Abranche Hurricane o ye captain Edema England national team no captain Ambanda obokokobo World Cup no omu achom one low omu se FIFA gi tumo FIFA anya tumo sa captain Ambanda no Abranche Hurricane okokobo omu se FIFA be fine no kra enform ho efe no so enform ho kra ompa FIFA fine no wo enform
enye rainbow colors na wo no
and say sa rainbow colors no so ye nkrofo media.
Oh, okay.
So me kan krofo no so hu.
Me hu.
Butru mugum. O butru mugum.
Polish na kakra.
Me polish de be. Me polish de be. Game for no so ye kan ye polish.
I almost say LGBTQ.
Me mintimi keka. Me ka de abrewa wo hwe me na wo hwe beti ase. Ati ase. Sa Captain Amban na bo Hurricane no. Eye nkrofo na ema mema ho no so mpo mo nsa na be yayi no. Chokrodo no. Ha. Na mema na o mo se ema ho mo mpe na emum awiabo tugese. Fa to beji golf eno mpe control na me mutu mu no. Ha. Enti ne England for ne tene se omo the way a show a sign of what bibi the ama sa cruise eti hurricane ekwa sa captain band we eno no kwa 9 European countries are accepted some sa captain band we a World Cup.
I'm say UEFA Champions League ayebo kura some of the clubs BJCs menkai kura things a person Germain and I'm so Emma Abrante Bako from Senegal
say o terminate the contract
o terminate wa come back to Everton
also no Muslim on so say in some phones aso na nya
this Ghana guy yeah
enya asem ne nka onyame aboba kama na nka se bi se nyame se nyame oye gimi fo se go bo Adam no ko mo obi anka no
Bible kura ka o se okode kwan ena mo wiem
obema kwan
ewo ba
oba ho nti adenti na obema de o se ukobu obi tuobu wajimi
SMP
men to sabi wajimi
men ka sa to 7 as Bible kura se kwasia
bema wo ba wo ho no so ntanu ko bema na kutu ne buntubu wajimi adwene utirim sabi akokọ bema ko onfa akokọ bema
aje se Casillas ne pure
omo jimi papa omo jimi omo yankwasi afọ sorry
national television
tira me de sorry ato ho
mate
iti fo fanche me
mate
bufu se
bufu bo
se ye pese ye chese se binyame obo ye ba wi asen se binyame ni nyansa
but you know sometimes yeah wo hwe National Geography you see when animals are mating I have sometimes to me join cause
aboa kra hu se obani
yes
ma me moso no
na
minya me feeling minya ma
lion kra before be mate oba se be 4 omo no be wini no
akosunu tu na be ma nyankopon ase da ball anwini wo ama pen drive download niam keke wo ma ho so mpe
pen drive to pen drive so you see them download
nya ba so na leti
what they say you slot mu
awurade omo ajimi dodo be ma akoko ntro se obi mutu mu de wa ajim papa the last time I me grave mu no
oba akoko wa fitiri ne hwan you know say
na so na wo hu oba akoko na na so mpe na akoko be ma
but that's for
entina no nsem a omo so e de aba na de me di wie Lord na ma sorry so no ene judging club ohun so onim na ne match okobo ne wolu sise kukuro omo hwe ye ni entie ni ye omo moderate nto no omo ntro time abonto kata na che omo mami sa abose judging club lusu sa match we ne se kukuro
128
the last game wo body amalipunu so lusu match we match we be the last game
na che say the 70th year debacle na Kofi aka ho asema no
che say olusu match we na eno ano no
ojugu baba
o me bone na situ
what a wow
okwa we so mo home
na club ne ni abre
it is olusu match we say wom
asema ba
judging club ne adwuma obeye e wo Liverpool fo aso ye no ni nyina aba na wie
ba waye bi 7 years
trophy say no je
waje league aje Champions League aje Club World Cup na Super Cup enya hwe
waje ba with how many
waje by for the Liverpool
Thomas you ba with how many months no je 3 trophies the matches
took the
oba January
era May May June na just say
oba kono no Peter trophies 3 area matches
enya hwe waye bi
ozi
obiana ne de obiana ne ti
sa kufidie
prophet of doom prophet of statistics
eja we shall for me gina George club nsem so na me tibet aboabo no na wie no e de bro no na me di ni nyina asi na Lord ma me chia madam fo baako tola owo Binab filling station
okay
ewo hachu o hwe
Binab
o hwe din
okay
enti tola bia wo bia na wie encha kese emfa enkoma ana ye viewer baako a ono so onfa ye sports India grokra
okay
eye secretary 100 vice chairman Stam 11 Ventures
okay
ni pa de eye Dauda Musunda yes
I said Dini a bit familiar or Tiptoe Lane okay
or rise in chen hono mo
okay
second floor
e bia me hono
o ton iPhones nti ono iPhone bia beto phone bia no ko shop a o ma original one we use
Chama Dauda o hwa ye de ewie de
chairman hwe pa di no na bi owo bia no ye chia no nyame ya adom a ni yire bedi ni birthday
okay
ni yire eba bedi ni birthday
Chama Dauda ni yire
okay eba bedi ni birthday nti ni yire na oba bedi ni birthday no na je se o se bitimi ye bibi kakra e de ma no nti chairman ba bia owo bia no madam eye Fati Sani Madam Fati Sani.
Madam Fati Sani. Okay.
Eyukunu Dauda Musunda. Adrona Afeno Star 11 Ventures. Osi yina Adinkra television kesiye so. Near we show happy birthday in advance. Emfamao. Esan say so amana kwemu a enka niema enkoyi emfama no esan say oyo ba pantu ba na kwemu enema de dana kwemu e de ma no enti Madam Fati Dauda Musunda dodo no afre Star 11 Ventures our circle osi yina fidikasi so near we show happy birthday in advance emfama obapa nyame nhira no to nkwam no nyo kese no so October bon for no yes so special.
Okay.
It's so special.
Yeah,
to papa, Yankopon wo nhira wati. Ukun say, so wo nhira wa kabo bia chenare. Kono kran ko nhira da nyini pasa. But wakwa kra na mane ukun wa yeni penti say ye we show emfama no. And the Lord.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I say Paul.
And I know mama na.
Oh, the chalk which rock akra be na
Me chalk wo.
O chalk na o chalk. And the floor na ye wo fa this spoon dey ante na.
Ka che ko fi say.
Ebi o mu dwa fa bi o mu nwa fa.
Na dan for say and now one said that money bill until you mesra
and some maybe
so one money bill say na 11 form
yeah
or tonight on the 12 or tonight Wednesday so Thursday or be court
14th
13th
rather
Friday na efe ne be court
okay
and Kofi Adam for there
I just say court me no
ndi Kofi Adam me say
Kofi Adam for no na efe no
me say Kofi say
abon pa ya on kan
yeah omo mo de na me ya kwa kujan
okay
onko sra na down
mate
bra Kofi
all right you better Paul Napoleon Ajima as you say we so wetime edit bit around the world of sports or there are some Ashafo e Adinkra television so mo amaje brenso amuti e wo radio e Adinkra radio Ghana so ewie enchia kese nkoma bu nyina samaje pene amaje brenso na muti dwumedi enso ede emai aha e Adinkra television dwumedi a wo hwe e Adinkra sports Monday to Friday 1 to 3 na Saturday nso yede Saturday bumper to bumper eno weekend action nso yasan ede afi ahwefo enso eso ewo hormo obradu so no ye ba bebo ewrem on na yede enkomo twetwe no behind the scenes ne trainings ne ade onim say Champions League and match day 4 matches ahodo ni nyina theater form omo bo home omo kwa away and ene ebehu omo groups no ometumi qualify kra with no mistake omo so ombe struggle to qualify no ene ochina ena yehwe ni nyina me ka say ene dwumedie no WhatsApp and asset test line no 0242848005 eno WhatsApp any test obetumi edo odie aba yehwe nwumre Champions League team bay ena won so office obetumi ewi ni for predictions Fabra na yankin kan enfama mesira ode ba faudin ene location faka ho na Fabra na yentumi enkin kan ni nyina ewo dwumedie so enfama ene tenesa na dwumedie so etia ya said the ball rolling intino kwa na yekọ yenim ewo meda na me wosema ya ba ya de nkomo twetwe ni nyina so ede be hyehye so ede ya mawo ene intino sana dwumedie nti enko bebia me ba sisia
Our children are now to share passions at the center. Oh, but towering above the tower of hope and achieving African excellence.
For you now, Kwaba BM at the Adinkra television, so Sanson, and Mama Kwaba BM at the Adinkra radio, Ghana, Jumedi, and so Adinkra sports, and I will share Sanso and a Uti, our Adinkra radio, Ghana, or say Enyana live, our Facebook, and Nintendo Catcher Unia, no, some country Obi, say Adinkra TV, Adinkra sports, Breno, ya the Ashisha so den and inti, or Mama de Anon Tamuchuku, Nane, and 7 day, ya Baby Boom, ya Domo Suko. Na chese baby a ebia esi na ejina no yetumi ede ne nyina nso ede ama ahwefo ewo dwumedi enso eso se wo hwe Facebook nso chese messages ne de bebre na aba begum ene nti no quickly metumi aboba kwa na mieno so na metumi introduce ene mapamfo a mo kame ho na dwumedi no yede ebro the Tuesday edition of Adinkra Sports ene nti no quickly o say DJ Fox wafa hey what a wow wafa no emuni ya here Kwame Faster was good work to all your panelists. Baby Jet is an experienced player but should allow the new ones to shine. He can only be added to the technical team. Whatever the zeal he has now should have been used before. Or also Kwame Faster there wait to me at the yaba. Hey, my shout outs to DJ Romeo, Teaspoon, and then the limping man himself, the ladies man. If you are there, well, for us, I wanna watch it. Girls, in our boss, our ha. Barbara Ajamai, was a more fire at Adinkra TV. You do all right. And to the messages a bit to me about more. Now you to me so Ajabre, I can kind in our ha at the amount. I was for Mama ha. Boko there. But that's it, me per vibe, no.
We are soldiering on.
Soldiering on.
Yeah.
Soldier.
For God and country.
Yeah. Okay. Now face a black sheriff and Tim and Aobo.
No.
Abab.
We are just soldiering on for God and country.
Abab, where you from? Offer.
Papa.
Moro best. And Rabbi J part when we were interviewing Coach Jay Sapon, the board was hey, man or to bomb.
Legends of the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we have a story to tell.
Yeah.
We end up beyond what the enemy David.
We say, and I only say on Morono.
Yeah.
Just a little one. And on Waka was a birthday, 23rd of December. And just getting to the latter part of the year. No?
Sir.
May we say, Radiba boy, who by now, if you do we will join him and enjoy a good moment of his life.
I actually may be good to him. Yeah.
I'm very happy to may witness it. The 59th birthday, no may part of the team.
I bet you.
Yeah.
You two of us. How hard that in the building. And I guess that I'm manufacturer. I've been doing it yesterday.
Wafi Germany. So Wafi Germany.
Wafi German language and so on. Oh, every print to her. Send you. Okay. Ghana come through.
Africa. Kind of famous story. I didn't hear if you abroad by Omoka. You will came my move by the side. Uncle Buda. Or Quakukunu.
I said, all right.
Wafi Germany.
All right. Over. What got there?
Yeshua HaMashiach niya.
But that's it. Oh boy, Yeshua HaMashiach. I remember say yes.
Is alive.
A bad religious and so I am very religious person.
Okay.
So or a Jew for any bintino.
All right.
This What for me from through? And you marry Yamayadoma, UEFA Champions League. A basso and intino. With your baby of a Fibiano. And the floor is for you and spoon.
Papa, medase Mamenchia Niamukujo is the spiritual leader of the limping men. Nti Niamukujo baby obiano. Michiano na Mamenchia best man. Awo kukumlemle best man Michia obibia. No matter Yeshua HaMashiach we Nyankopon osan ye yawe medana se mamen ensha se free PSG now share game on boy I was expecting them to win because Champions League, you know, is about points and it's about goals.
For real.
Because with the goals cry, it matters.
It propels you to
me share the say my chance here says PSG is happening to us.
I say Omokwakwonya the Galacticos be after
the best players in the world, but
what it is, but
say even just to even go to the finals of the Champions League, a problem.
Once under to him.
Maybe it's not about once. It's about every year getting. Look, Real Madrid every year is there.
Now also for some time now they went on that debacle and now also they find it difficult. Answer.
Accepted. They came from somewhere.
Yeah.
But Miche say when they arrive now, who say
every year
that is what I'm saying. Say normal rising falling, but at the end of it all, say the last 4 home, the last 2 home, the last 2 matches home. So I'm expecting PSG say at least. She said with the crop of players who work for all these years, you know, at least every year the last 4 they were home.
Okay.
Before maybe getting closer to the last 2 or maybe winning the cup. Inti Champions League, you know. The way I'm expecting from the excitement I wanted to see from PSG going to the finals, near the best of Neymar, best of Mbappe, best of Messi, Crampo. I don't want to talk about because we've seen it all from Messi.
Yeah.
But Neymar, since Oba Europe up to normal, he's the best, one of the best. Although Onya best, maybe world best, you know. Sometimes but it's about Nabutre. Sometimes a Buffon in but in all, no, he's still the best player. He's one of the best players in the world. You can't take anything out. But PSG, I hope say group is obeyed to me. I wanted to see PSG in the last 4 teams, you know.
At least if not to the final, the last 4.
The last 4 should be part of every year. Be a PSG should be because every year I'll go.
Okay.
So if every year Okobi there, then he should be seen in the last 4, last 2, maybe gradually getting to. So if Mbappe is saying he wants to leave, they should let him leave than to waste his. Because Oba trust him now. See, can Oba for Omranti bill. We are Branty one to me and you here. Why Olympic man? So in all, no, I'm expecting PSG to move from this time to the last 4, the last 2, and maybe even getting closer to win the cup. So I'm still trying to say they could win or they can win this evening. Now a boost to or more spirit.
All right.
So I'll go in for PSG, but football they are. I wanted to use a tree word, but but say you says oh expecting or more. You don't see them,
okay.
But the day you don't expect them, no, that
wonders.
Wonders.
Those days, Arsenal.
That is it. But as I say, no, gradually, that spirit gradually is coming back. Right. So let's see if Arsenal can lift up. But in all, no, I'm expecting PSG. I wanted to see them in the last 4, the last 2, maybe getting closer to the cup. Quickly, let me AC against Chelsea. Is another a year. AC a word last year, no, on and off, but they were able to win.
That's good.
Yeah, but last match before Champions League they won. Yeah. So I'm expecting that spirit now. They winning, you know. They should carry because say Real Madrid are yebi there, then you can do it. Yeah. So why don't you make sure say that Ahmodina or the boy ni bibiano will be maintaining that Ahmodina net to me the work because free mu jesiana na say even their spirit in playing the league no crowd will be another suspect because bit demoralized to the earth cross to come back no will be a problem because one here tama on best psyche to stand and play the league for the next season kranache say omuntra you are first and no kra free enti they should make sure say enne asombe to me Chelsea but na no match o boy no me hu ni say if they are able to lift their game kakrebia or at least they can run away by a lone goal.
But I think so over the weekend, Chrome game against Juventus, you know, almost winning 2-0. No, I think so to push them to.
That is it. That is it.
Tomorrow, so almost home.
Almost home. And you know, me feel say winning that 2-0 in the league, you know, and coming back to play the Champions League, you know, I hope say that spirit will be carried to today's match. Now, to me, I win now a boost to Omora to just extend them to the league and maybe the Champions League. Come to me now, it can even send them to the next round. And you know, to me but a bad thing or do normal and easy mom because Chelsea so feel say the West will be a draw. I mean, pick a point now so it's just one more match because Oboni home or GDR. Then also you also playing at home, no. You have to make sure say so in all media me feel say AC should work hard and make sure say and let their match against Chelsea no they come to me a carry day no so in all let me minjama a spoon na on to no my although Paul in here but let me give it to Spoon.
All right,
Spoon. My lord.
We dey offer the baton amount. The Champions League and they share.
Offer the team and the likes of the big stars, no. They are play good football.
That's Zurich. Yeah.
Wow, team be okuta quality be na ya offer.
Follow. Okay.
Yeah. You Lord me fa kwanya we so no ma chia your viewers and your cherished listeners. Almost omutie radio ne so no, Adinkra radio. Na 11th of October on say nra na Matthias media men shas in Rangers versus Liverpool game na be koso anwumre no Georgian club ono na kamia say obomofo a ne nam gu apaso a obia pe bia to England no one thing they say Liverpool always in the Champions League, you know, can never be looked as underdogs. They have always been one of the favorites to win Champions League. The worst Liverpool team ever won the Champions League in 2005. In 2005, after beating AC Milan from 3-goal down on Medellin. Those were the days of Sami Hyypiä. Your friend is saying
Carragher no more, Alonso no more.
Yeah, and Gerrard no more.
Hey, I remember the striker, the kite,
that Holland
player. Very stubborn.
Very workaholic and versatile player.
Sometimes was it not a seed of me, Eka Davis.
Yeah.
They were the engine. The man is the engine.
There was this young child, Ricardo Kaká. And then Pato, he was the youngest among that squad.
But say that Liverpool squad now, they were somewhere 11th or 9th in the league log, you know, went on to clinch the European trophy
at Istanbul.
Turkey. That night, it was a remarkable night. You'll be a rain team in on the history of the Champions League. You know, when Liverpool are in the town to fight for Champions League glory, when they say a different story altogether than when they are playing domestically. The last time in Liverpool about Champions League, in their last 13 games, they've been able to score 2 goals. Say against Rangers, 3 goals over 3.5. Because in their last 13 games, every Champions League game on Mabobiano, they've been able to score 2 or more goals. And Rangers on the other side, in his last 26 Champions League matches, were winning 3. So it tells you, say, Upulong got 29 they've lost 26. It tells you, say, Rangers in the top form. when it comes to the European competition. And now they are facing the wounded lions of the Liverpoolians. Jurgen Klopp, and then we lose match we are, and I saw Sieno, a bit me a cost more. The last time I told you, sir, Thomas Tuchel on one compatriot,
along the line,
into on knock at the doors, into Jurgen Klopp, it's me, a Shehaman is 70 at the back, no, as I chilling this time around that, then it means that he will be shown the exit door for maybe Thomas Tuchel to take over the club. But Liverpool, trust you or me, this night they are going to beat Rangers over there. They are not going to lose. It is a straight win for Liverpool.
Okay.
It was Scotland Abontin. So then again, say, let me come on to today's game, Manchester City versus Copenhagen. I will never dwell much on that game because over 3.5 goals now.
galore.
City. I don't think Copenhagen stand a chance of stopping City from scoring their goals.
Okay.
Now, Menoka said they've got talent in abundance. From the bench, your best start is as good as whoever start the game always. It's in Manchester City against Copenhagen, and also going to the game. He has this at the back of his mind. Say, in his last 4 games at home on Lusui, this is the only motivation. Jacob Nistrom as the head coach, or they call into the game. But against Pep Guardiola, wanting to make records, wanting to meet the 94th record as the Champions League winner, and then Obe Presa Obe Kosuno and the 94th victory in the Champions League as a manager. So a victory for Manchester City once again in the UEFA Champions League match. De Bruyne to assist Erling Haaland to score. Yeah, if you can say for
Brana to assist
Erling Haaland to score.
All right.
For Man City game, and also Shakhtar Donetsk versus Real Madrid.
Okay.
Shakhtar against Madrid in their last 7 games. Shakhtar winning 2, Madrid are winning 4 games. 1. Last 2 seasons almost share Madrid home and away.
Yeah.
And at their own stadium, they wanted to make there the fortress for all the opponent clubs, but Madrid coming there now. Last season, Madrid sometimes they flatter to deceive when they go to the East European countries.
As Ukraine.
Yeah, but even though Shakhtar need a form of their life, now compared to Vinicius Junior and
Inform Vinicius,
the likes of Benzema,
Rodrigo.
they are the creme de la cremes of the Champions League right now. They are the prima donnas going to the Ukraine game. I'll go in for Real Madrid, but only said the game in Bernabeu, when Madrid scored 2, they failed to capitalize on Shakhtar's mistakes for Shakhtar to come back and get a consolatory goal. The game ended 2-1 at the Bernabeu. Shakhtar airball home, Obepe said he will make amends and also find a position. Maybe they don't want to play in the Europa League. They want to find fight for a position. But still, me say Real Madrid will go there and defeat them. Now on to the match of the night. I'm not sure say Milan Chelsea this time around, because the last Tuesday, last Wednesday, how Chelsea comfortably won the game against Milan. Now the top spot is up there for each of them to clinch. Chelsea wanting to take the top spot position for an winning and a game now, then it gives him a fine position now beating the LED on the league log. It is another opportunity for AC Milan also to win at home and also leapfrog Chelsea at the top spot. It will be a match to decide, but Milan at home against Chelsea, won't say the English side, always are very easy for the Italian side to beat, and Chelsea in recent years and have shown clearly, they are a force to reckon with when it comes to playing in the Champions League. Now with Graham Potter winning 3 straight games, I feel the team, the selection in the BBR, he has the team at his hand. First, by going to the first game, now on said that team, but now in the league, winning in the league, winning in the Champions League. Now he feels at home. Now he's going in with the captain, Thiago Silva, who missed the other game with a lot of experience and enthusiasm. He's going back to his former home. Into with Thiago Silva's experience and Graham Potter's, and so the fine former Wababe Peke with Chelsea team. No, me who say Chelsea will go to San Siro tonight and again prove to be very stubborn, a hard nut for Milan to crack. Unless players like Rafael Leao will be any dinosaur. Now in Europe, the Portuguese winger has been one of influential players in the Milan setup. So only me say any chance the Cartelle were proud the Belgium's stand ultimate ball game be Milan injury players be Florence Zimunina to make his squad, but still with the likes of Benacer, Salimekes more Ombitimi, I say, and then playing at home, the pride is there for them to protect. You are playing the Champions League football at the San Siro. You know what it means. And the pride is there for them to protect this night. For Milano, they are going to make sure they protect their pride, get all the maximum 3 points. Stefano Pioli going to this game, no say OBT, Maximiliano Allegri's Juventus this weekend. It gives them a morale booster going to the match. So meeting vital 3 points. But Chelsea, as I already said, it's very hard for Milan to beat them. In almost 14 games against Italian sides, Chelsea has just lost only one in 2010 against Inter Milan. Okay. So it is very hard for Italians to beat Chelsea. I expect both teams to score. The correct score should be home or away. Milan can win, Chelsea can win, okay. But I expect both teams to score. Say draw so okay. All right. Now Celtic and RB Leipzig, as it went on last weekend. Last week game, Leipzig winning game by 3-1. Ocean individual brilliance in Christopher Nkunku, Timo Werner, more ekuta that experience, Europe from Chelsea, Timo Werner and experience of England, or the call Nase Kukuni Emil Forsberg, more Kabuma, who say Leipzig a very difficult side to beat. Now in Scotland, Celtic ball at home, crime be a holding on the field. For sure. They also try to make amends for their home fans, to get something to feel. It will be a tougher one. I'll go in for Leipzig over there, by both teams to also score. Okay. Dortmund against Sevilla in the Champions League, 9 goals scored against Sevilla and 5 scored against them. They've beaten Sevilla twice in the Champions League. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to the head-to-head now, Dortmund ahead of Sevilla. And the last weeks, 4-1 tamping on by or more Spain, so one of the bad records are under Lopetegui Sevilla 40 in the Champions League. Now, with their new and the former coach, Sampoli back at the helm of the affairs, he'll try to make an amends. Who say the first spell with the club, or a wonderful records with them, winning the UEFA Cup for them, and also doing some marvelous things. And Wasamba back, he drew last weekend, in the La Liga. 5 matches, Sevilla intimate victory. Now going to away, inform Dortmund, inform Jude Bellingham. Now Jude Bellingham is the second English teenager to score in 3 consecutive Champions League games. And then the youngest player to captain Dortmund, that was last weekend, to win a Champions League game. So Jude Bellingham is in form of his life, together with Marco Reusel again missed this game, but Oshe Anthony Modesti, and so coming from the bench and score against Bayern Munich. He tells you, say today he can get a start this night to start against Sevilla. Now the team is growing. Is growing. Osha fiti timer. Omosaki, coach far. Your friend is saying newest coach here, former manager. Our bought team no pen. Now no Osha in their last 5 games. I don't know. Say the former Jude Bellingham are picking up, and then appropriately Dortmund on the Sano, but Matt Hummels from injury by the last time I told you, say in Hummels when he's there now, Dortmund are conceding 9 goals without him. but they only conceded 1 in 11 games. So they will be welcoming his presence tonight too. In Emma Dortmund also very very
Emre Can way.
Emre Can is in the squad and he will be playing tonight.
All right.
Experience, vast experience. Okay. Dortmund, after winning last week 4-1, today they will be at home in their famous fans, in front of their famous fans, at the Signal Iduna Hall. This is a game. I said deja vu. Emma Dortmund fans, and so they will win the game. Now the toughest game of the night will be against Paris Saint-Germain versus Benfica. Tonight, you're missing the services of El Fuga, Lionel Messi, and on the missing ingredient tonight. But we are still counting on the form of Kylian Mbappe and Neymar to give us what we expect of them. Benfica is a stubborn side, winning the Champions League before. When Madrid Madrid won the Champions League from 55 up to 60. It was Benfica and Eusebio and a stop in Madrid, and they also won it back to back. So it tells you that Benfica has a rich history when it comes to the Champions League. Right. But Akwe said they had a manager be our kaya or Bomudia say 50 years Benfica intimate capital. So now we know can say year and a yasu.
Yeah, I think so. Which are 35 years now.
Yeah.
I can be 15 to go.
Yeah. And Ebro, because they went to a final of the Manchester United edge Cup be few monsem. So time now Kabe 5 years or say na time now so. Benfica to me call final or beat me a shell 9-0.
It was Europa
League final be. Benfica shell 9-0 Krana say 1 minute I beat Matatia Bashana 10-9 because of the case now. The former manager. But for now no minimum say
and I'm already
minimum say
only Paul 2002.
No.
Champions League.
The Champions League Benfica last time winning the Champions League was way back in 60s. Okay. Yeah. It should be Benfica or Sporting. I stand to be corrected, but I'm sure say Benfica. Normally very good when it come to the European competition apart from FC Porto in Portugal. So tonight with the likes of David Neres, now in the Champions League, or more quality in Joao Mario, such experience. About Inter Milan, play for Valencia. They've got experienced players and they've got quality in Rafa. They've got a midfielder in Rafa who is very very good. Portuguese players are more dominating on league, are also there. And bear in mind that in 8 games they've won 7 and drew 1.
And then this former City guy and so defender. What's the name? This Argentine guy.
Otamendi Nicolas is also there with a whole lot of experience.
Yeah, that's the man.
And Osha Kylian Mbappe and all transfers and let's say now only after their dismal draw over the weekend, he came to tweet say Christophe Gaitier born out of position. He don't feel at home when he playing for the Parisians, but when he plays for the French national side, now Olivier Giroud LED lines now he feels very okay playing behind Olivier Giroud, so he can run at defenders at any time. But when in at PSG, Unyasa moment in your pet. But Emmanuel Petit Munina Babe di Bank, Saneman say, he's not being grown up person. Mbappe must grow and he should stop all those giggling.
Every case we can't just about Otamendi didn't be man.
Nicolas Otamendi, a very very fine player. Our ball matches more. Nicolas Otamendi. So tonight at the Parc des Princes, all eyes will be on the stars for them to perform. We want to see the beautiful and how they play, how they exhibit their skills with the ball. It will be fine for PSG to win. It will be fine for them to win. A win for PSG, both teams to score.
All right.
But a win for PSG, absolute win for PSG. They want to cement their position at the top spot. They got the same points with Benfica, 7-7. And Benfica will also try to win their first position just to avoid a weaker opposition in the knockout stages. That's why everyone wants to win the table.
All right.
So PSG, they are now the ball is in their own court to win the game and go to the top of the table. table.
But I say, I know a coffin so at the foreign fund. Now, way a messages and also if Facebook Live. Enoch Boateng was a good afternoon. I'm watching you live from Sharjah, Dubai. And I just say Dubai and so my guy in Sharjah area. Enoch Boateng, yeah, that's it. So also you doing the watching and so. Kwame Foster, are also edification results there. But I see PSG win, Juventus win or draw, Real Madrid win or draw, Dortmund win, Man City win, Chelsea win or draw, Celtic over 1.5. Faster. Why pa we beam the ama if you can see him for no. Okay, we so
solely the view of faster, not Adinkra.
No. We air faster there. We need Adinkra there. We am far bibian too ja. What's why she? I know. Was so you be not too true. How man about so. Also we so already at the Kelvin in Tiamoa. So more fire Benfica. Hey. Against association so all right. Sada you made it also at our hormone. Yeah, the Amaran 7 or AC ewa na fe ya dane ya ho sema ya ba ya de efin komo no so at the best so at the ama ene ya hwe utterances be fi some of the industry players say your music and kasa na be kan but football idea we can equally use that word and I said that phrase for them almost all me industry players the likes of Dr. Nyawonya Otamaklo obi a YFA president Dana Osanso a board member ebo has folk or then somebody atudwa concerning Asamoah say King Ghana must go Asamoah Ghana must carry him go or no ne de odi atudwa na fe so ahwe former goalkeeper Joka or also de abetudwa say Coach Otto Addo say kwa okono ebeye di amana senior players na omumbo omohomoden no he should bench them all on bench omunyina afi yewia ya the coach Ogunete story circulating the move to us and afi ono so nsema odi tu dwabra on sister station onuafo atwetwe enkomo ya hwe house of folk nso so far so good Jenny na do manim this weekend no eso as to when said they can overturn this resource ya dem enkomo nyina nso ekeka bom na ewie ya de atoa so ewo dwumadi eso enko bia eda na yom sema ya basisia
Botswana, Benin, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Congo, Cameroon, Chad. Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, Ghana, Guinea.
All right, as I'm sure for now, Kwaba BM Edeba Adinkra television so Sanso and as I'm Kwaba BM Edeba Adinkra radio Ghana so Jumedia when you go to Ocean Adinkra Sports the Tuesday's edition and into a fair do so no ya bwewrem e wo afie en komo twetwe no en sema hodo a endra bepem ewie empenifo bebre ade atodwa concerning the Black Stars and afin so no has folk ho and sensem. But before I make us on quickly, me for message we entwem enfama Facebook live the day at the Stivo Steven Atanga. I say good afternoon, watching you live from Navrongo and Stivo. And as I say once watch pen na ohwe Adinkra Sports e Adinkra TV so all the way from Navrongo koso na hwe na ka kire wonu anum nso na omonso omuntim ne in e wonu yamapa e de mamonso e wo honmo. All right, ya bu awrum ya hwe and sama hodwa and atotodwa meka industry players I'm talking of football and I say sports stakeholders our can be a woman our or my Ghana mu the likes of Dr. Nyawota Makoloni in for and some of the ex players in be or my drink or match but or dream one so I say baby no or more can baby so been so ana from what you've also heard and read no it might sound different to you. Bene, ya baba she. Amon semono, ene hawa echo would yasu panit. Nafi wa wofia wajibre eshe 80 no so no wait to me Edward Jentre at the Abajumedino. Eso. Besa ma habi apamfo.
Yeah.
Joaha.
We dey quick. Me fem free wafa so. Wafa we dey Dr. Nyawota Makolo. Ena ija nensam keken ya de abetudwa se baby jata samojan by hook or crook as a Ghana yet in a co-work up or chile mu say Asamoah is not yet over but Asanso with experience in thinking no kwa yamano 10-15 minutes na ombembe ye bibi emboa ebi so say Asamoah as in state ono ane brand so bafo abeka say he needs to work on his body na Dr. Tamakulu so dey abeto me
Papa me da say na sometimes Nyawota Makolo people those who don't know him no sometimes see him differently but some of us who knows him when he was a FA that time he wasn't a president, he was a chairman. Nah, we change the position but we don't change the mentality. The American say, Ura Nyawota Makolo, sema wakano. Sometimes it's so disheartening. Or a penny on. So we expect him say, and no be an Unqualano Becano. More funny home for it.
Okay.
So sometimes it's only a crewman na wo kasa penny ya de na entwasum na wo kasa kire na wo kan wo advice na they see you say umbua de anase we know how to talk to penny.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. Say we a penny, you've been in positions bebre, you've been the FA chairman before, now the FA changing it to the become president, so definitely why a president that.
Sure.
You did normal beer all time no. Sisiana e been yo. Bisa Nyawota Makolo for the past apart from Ishmael no time a call you know. That even I don't want to bring Shamokoya Bloody Kuma Ezekiel ni Benedino. No, I don't want to. Even Ishmael no seko for Charles Taylor ni Ajatete ni Samuel the American say oh no come for the past urban when player to player those group no more call you know 64 battalion when be what has team no move from the goalkeeper down to the ball boy when
Adinkra Radio Ghana.
And so I'm expecting say so ye penina obuni hono. As I said, the only sensible thing you have to do is you're going to the FA. It looks so easy. It's just like technician walking from the office down to the studio because he knows everything already. Into a banner problem, biba, he doesn't need you to tell him. He knows it. When him say sound near say if we have kasa akọ from efiri ha na kasa ni mayi he knows it, so he doesn't need you sitting on the console to tell him what is happening, because wo kra no se unim kra unim say problem wo kra unim baby ayeye ni yie wo.
Okay,
but he knows it, he comes straight to wherever the problem is. And I'm expecting Nyawo being Penino to maybe invite Utuadu to his house. And I don't think so. Invite you Utuadu because a Debbie. You invite Utuadu, invite na sisi kura na assistant coach. Na assistant coach kura mo yes a 3 was a 4.
Omo ye 2.
Dramani
and George
what and
technical advisor. Only a technical advisor.
Oh my. The American say na Bruni pattern is one.
Only
Germany no.
A technical directorate at the FA no. Ben Harlepet.
So invite them to your house. Talk to them, say, FA president, my little advice. You can't force them. But you put your opinion across, say, oh, I'll be happy. And I say, the chrono ye bibia, ye nina and ye boa. But Adena se Cameroon ye be. Edi Rujamila Koye. Other countries, they do Mali, say educator say 1 or 2 players be Nigeria Crown Pono. Edi 1 or 2 senior players Koye. In the Adena, even it got to a time Kalusha Boala. Krano as a coach is a player. So omoye bedru e bi so ofe ansa no coach cross abo. Polo no coach no sabo. So I'll be happy me the a chopper na mama say o ade na nka mumai sa ade na Cameroon here for 1,000 years that thing will remain in the world football say omo di Roger Miller koy ade ankoye wo wake up meeting ade na yen try asamoa so hwe ma dwenkyere if you welcome an coach say ka woni be mani be gi say ka obeji atum say ukokra na 50 the last 15 minutes kra obi tumi aba be boa because any kra be tumi akọ but then younger ones afa ho but you don't get look Nyawo's utterances for some years now no so disheartening say Duncan Baye look at what he did. Look Nyawo antina me catch say Nyawo and Togwe are the problem of Accra has of because so annoying but ukasa okokazo and na ukasa but if Penny it doesn't make sense catch Penny say he's not making sense.
All right,
you are not insulting the integrity of Penny no but sa sem na wo kan nyansa nim catch and say papa nyansa nim so I've trained me to I'm so brave say I don't fear apart from Yeshua I'm not scared of anybody. The only thing over to me come but when come na me sorry I will come after spiritually I will fight against evil forces I will fight against them but the me can say I've trained me but me nene kasa say dada say I said the unkanokre na am sisa on they be was because of ABCD that is how I've trained them.
Okay,
so if me kabibina I'm not making sense I should tell me say this I deal with say maybe if I have explanation I will explain me explanation I'll tell him say it's the truth because me cancer because of it be a pressure on the man I had to lie to him because man can be a back turn akuma so only the American too. So but in all no what to summarize Nyawo have been a problem for all these years but people have not sat down to say I don't want to go to his political because they are a bunch of something.
Okay.
Well, but when it in terms of football, no, you don't insult the person. You don't say things that are so annoying. To me, can't send. You've never, if you are the FA president, you've never been a coach before. Unko coach in school, crowder.
Maybe I know nimbo monzo kakra.
KK is upon say unim coach ayi nimhwe. Fine. Unimhwe does not mean say unim nyansa say coach no.
Okay.
So intino sense bi wo down say ofi say asamoa aspenyi no obi ani ho a Nyawo invite ne ba ne fie a obeka say omba. You just write to the FA president say, oh, you need them to talk to them and I say you wanted to meet them. They will honor that invitation. So why don't you invite the FA president so opinion teams bi sebi Asamoah wo mu a tosini ena wo nimu so a enye. But why don't you take Asamoah's face? Say ebia I know although no akasa I have my
personal sentiment
against him.
Okay.
Because normal be as a captain. We have 1,001 African captains. But as Samoa, there's a big question mark about Samoa.
Big question mark.
Big question mark. I followed the Blaster players from 2006 in Germany, 2010 in South Africa, 2013 in South Africa, 2014. But I followed him. I know him maybe, except Niyiri.
Oh yeah, or you don't Kuala means.
It's not Kuala. Some people have Kuala Niyiri.
I said, or I
question and bisa so you know say so finito. So the American say ono akasa what Nyawo should stop what is weak. It's a hard time we have to stop Nyawo because he's getting out of hand. All transfers ni normal waka fa coaches who players who any on say ordinary political de na na sade ko football. So but yes, if you are a politician, stick to your politics. And now over football so stick to the sport that you because we do baby no even Togbe including him to me catch the dunk and say Fiamenyo or Marco Tony dia. But I don't want to go because we young renew munyina we young Rafontin or yes but maybe but say yes adia so nye the other players there is it Fiamenyo ya angreniti na okasa. Etino media the American say ni utterances be or he needs someone to stop him. Because you don't tell the coach say although me I know say Utuado I don't see him as a coach. Say Ghana Hana ewiremu ha ena say obi scouter or you coach wo Ghana. Ba kwa brujira edin eda so ye scout and no more assistant coach any head coach and tis a Bruni okay say bia a room had a scouter it is a coach but you know let's stop Nyawo before he destroys Ghana football.
All right, but I say I know Moro and so Eddie Spoon
my lord
me person be fa Moro side me person hwe Joka me kan Joka say senior players na omon perform no Otuado embenchi omo. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, Joker as a former player and as a legend.
Debbie, some person also bem. Then you come in.
Me nyesu enye obenu bebem. But ya mami kasa obi kotwa Adinkra send me to court.
Nobody is taking it to court. Nobody is taking it to court.
You let me that the truth is the truth.
But yeah, be short time because two things I'm opinion.
1 minute kwa ya mamenka
that's it.
1 minute kwa meka.
But Spoon.
Joker semna o say odi atuja. Say
senior players are more performing no Otuado mbenchi omo.
We dey say try it. Baby when it comes to the football world now. If you are not performing, why should you be giving the nod? You don't have the chance to play if you are not performing, and you don't do that anywhere. So what I say, you know, his assertions are welcome, and in the world of football now we are in modern Ghana. We are not in the ancient Ghana. And that's why football, I always tell you, say every country understands the language football now. So it's, you know, if you are going to dependent on the so-called senior players with loyalty, your mistake.
A Blaster, do we have loyalty?
Maybe the coach is very loyal to some people.
Some players.
That's what, some people in the team.
So
that loyalty, you know, and maybe he feels one or two players have been loyal to him. And then there's the time for him to also pay them back by giving them the chance to play. And I'm saying, say, when you use loyalty to manage your team, in coaching and man management, you know, yemfa loyalty enka. We use pragmatic approaches to win games. Now, before you can win game, you need pragmatic approach. You don't go with all those intrinsics like he did this, he did that for me. Sometime his father is somebody, and so no. It is a joke. I say if the senior players, no, they must be benched. They are not performing now. If they are not performing, how do they even get into the squad for the first place?
That is first question I say.
If you are not performing, you can't get into the squad. Whoever gets the nod to go there, it means that person has performed very well on the club side. Into a year friend about national team, devoid of any age or BBR. So what I say, if it is on merit, let's call them on merit. Meritocracy na Brazil for the from squad, and then Spain and then Obiade, but those so-called serious nations, you know, the serious nations now person we need the World Cup.
And Ghana to be serious.
We can be looked as serious, but we can't be looked as serious, but we aren't serious. If as we speaking now, we don't have me no cry as journalists. We can't just give our first 11 offhand. We don't know our players. There were 2 months or so, less than 2 months to the World Cup. We don't know. You and I don't know our key players for the World Cup. You don't know who are starting for us. So, as a serious nation, you know, quote unquote, you know, you can to me. I deduct something from what I'm saying. Say, oh, person, what country is serious nation? I say, like what this our legend of the game, Doctor Nyao on Asamoah. If Ghana is a serious nation, by now, Asamoah wouldn't be part of the story of the topic. You better discuss it. Proud to go into the World Cup. Why should we give Asamoah the chance to play in the? Is he going there to play? Is he going there to play? Now, and at
least 10-15 minutes.
10-15 minutes of today's modern football, no, is precious than
the first 45 minutes. 10-15 minutes.
10-15 minutes. Do you know the number of people who can die? Do you know the number of people are shares that game? No. In 10 minutes, do you know the number of goals they beat my match? 10 minutes of a football match, 10 minutes of a 90 game, it just as the 90 minutes. So, who didn't quite command 10-15 minutes? On say, yeah, then can you and a car now say on what basis? It's the final call. As somebody who is not playing football for over the last year or two. That Asamoah in a year can answer me. He is not playing active football for the past 2 seasons. So what is his business doing at the World Cup? Going to be serious there? He is going to use the World Cup as a platform to be serious. Is that what we want to believe?
Maybe I also feel say World Cup no be the last platform to honor him. I don't know which is but
honor him. Has he been able to honor the nation?
Maybe I know he has honored the nation through the captaincy and then the time of the Black Stars.
He got his chance to perform. The nation needed trophies and he given us none. So any say Cameroon for Omeka some Samuel to Nomako Onano. He's won them trophies. He has won them trophies at the international stage. He has won them many things. So yeah, now we don't honor our legends as such. We will buy you
a plaque or a sculpture
or a pennant that you can put in your car or your room, but you can't take our money and hearts for granted. World Cup is not a platform for mediocres. We don't go there to joke. So what I say, Brazil in 2002 won the World Cup. In the playoff, they went to play 2 matches. Romario scored 6 goals. Hat trick here. Brazil had to play in a playoff before they could qualify for the 2002 World Cup. They came to the World Cup without Romario because you are aged. A year after they played the playoff, after 6 months, the coach said no. We have Ronaldinho, who is younger than Romario. We are bringing him because you are aged. When Cameroon took Roger Milla to the World Cup in 1990, at Roger Milla's age, prior to the World Cup, he has played 37 games domestically. How many matches have Asamoah Gyan played? Roger Milla was playing active football. Active football. Mark my words well,
active football.
Active football.
All right.
Some people will be, some people will not get the chance to go to the World Cup because of their inability to get the chance to play for their clubs. They are bench warmers. So if a bench warmer at Liverpool, the club, the country, and friend, because of the bench, Liverpool. Now, catch me say, would you fear? Who long tennis? Who the long tennis and a year or fitting? Or the perfect to say?
Or they catch fitness.
No, coach, any serious coach, any call up, now a friend. And then come on for local players, some of the best fat.
Asamoah Gyan there.
And Asamoah Gyan even had a contract with Super Sports this year. Or Koye Pandit to say is I don't know, sir. He's going to cancel that contract with Super Sports for no abebo. And I said Ghana so more than call as maybe he can be part of the technical team as a legend of the game.
All right.
But Onokwano, you can't define his role to do what?
But my morom bring me mama.
No, but on say Adiana Joka kai. On my transfer, on say when Akwesi Appiah was the Black Stars coach, assistant coach ni Bibia. He make sure say goalkeeper trainers, best goalkeepers.
Radio
He
Ghana.
calls them. So omo set back. No omo hwe goalkeepers no. They selected about 3 man.
Okay.
He goes to most of the defenders. So the defense, you know. So coach is not about you standing up. You need some advice behind. And when who say goalkeeping honokrano, I've been telling you people say every good team have a good last man. Who is the last man? That is the goalkeeper. I'm catch you say Courtois, it was between Courtois and Man City. Courtois against Chelsea. Courtois against almost before they won the cup, it was between Courtois and any team, Liverpool, everybody. It was Courtois because he was the last man. Ghana, Osha, we have Cameroon can boast to say now they have a goalkeeper when any mistakes at the defense, you know, that last man will save them.
All right.
Do we have the last man?
Oh, we have Jojo Walacott, we have Richard Ofori.
You don't have the first, how do you get the last?
You don't have the first.
You don't even have the first.
So at the end of the course, no, Joka on say he's coming from a how because Onyanka ni age young Obakache say he'll be in post for the Black Stars. A young ya say the way we see Dago when you wake up uncle.
As I say, they've not been involved with this current Blaster squad that I say set up now.
And I'm sure say there's a big question mark against the FA president. Onwankasa he's a big problem. And what you want because now go to Munich. Although I've stopped supporting, but normal baby let it be say, but deep down my heart, I don't, apart from Cameroon, I don't support anything. Let me be and I'm sure say Oliver can free. Matthias Zama no more free. Levansky, they are part of the board. And now Paul interview Alex Nyakwa. Or see they have pain. Say Tobe doesn't want to involve them. Say Kabana, as I said, goalkeeper like Samieji, a goalkeeper trainer as of Amankwamreku being the captain for all these years they've sacrificed. Sometimes Omoye Bibi to say some second technical people be sit back. Look at the technical side, no more assessing no more mistakes, no more advice. Look, Germany is here, German. What kind of country is this? Now, Pennyform or Chese who new idea. We to bring and I make sure say I'm expecting to be the caliber ni age ni bibia ni penny baby a wedru no, but now should go to maybe Manchester, Liverpool, go to Arsenal. Tell them say you need a marketing oriented person. And your mom now how want to me marketing you need a big brain level headed marketing officer who will sell Accra House of Folk to the outside world. Upa kofa sani panebraha less than 1 season you see Accra House of Folk pre-season. You go to Germany, you go to England, you go to Spain, you go to Turkey, you go and stay there. That is a big brain marketing oriented person. And your mom hana who the car crazy crown crab man I want to mean tono.
All right.
So car a how a young yase now kwesi not teach time every old player can walk to Kwesi's office. And then koefi kokoshe say now jama uko crampo na gate they will ask you they all say you former suntoso akoda. It's only journalists who go there. And now they don't security ni bibi normal be because they are scared. Now when you go to the FA, I have so many friends I mean mutu said it. Na if you crowd bisana say won kasa. It sounds it's sickening, it's madness. Yeah, so disheartening say you go to a like FA Federation na say we be so be say Charlie you evening tea you make a call evening tea go make for the corner there. Why? Me ma buy if we wanna me bisa wasem unless we meet for the corner there before we go talk. What kind of FA, what kind of system are we even running in the country?
The ministers get a certain some we be whole.
And forget even if we are serious country, if the media have not sold their birthright, their integrity for food or whatever God knows are. Look, we would have made sure say Nipa be break, they cannot even handle anything about football in Ghana here. Because you don't go, did we even elect the FA president on merit? These are questions we should. Black Star, go to a time, I'm say, before you are selected into the national team. Especially when you're playing time, be about 70 to 80% of your team before you are called. It got to a time, the whole 25, 27 Black Star players in your own more active or more team. So how did we select? So the Black Star, it was in 2014. How many people even are playing competitive in their previous their various teams? So we have to reverse. Say okay, yes, say the body bulk Accra because no mobile 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Do we use 10, 15 minutes to call someone into the national team? It's no, Papa, I didn't I thought said the media was going to say because for Ket to even tell you say I cannot work with my enemies. Or no, the enemies. Now enemies are here. We'll go after them.
Okay.
And now some fine people are we thought say commit to me boa FA. The almost year from Kwesi's time up to today. Shall be to say Tamimu, one of brilliant guys in the FA.
Yeah.
Shesani Dara has worked with BBC. They travel and ne ofri okran onye FIFA ni cafe jumanyina. So what experience do we need again? As Anipa we want to member implement it. And Dasobre, look at Dasobre.
Dasuberi.
And then omunyina. And look at these fine level-headed people. Now say we say they are any you can't work with every no there. So these are normal. I thought that the media were going to stand up and make sure say we are not saying say you work with your enemy, but a human odia you and you go and leave.
Yeah.
So say obi ohona ofi say omwawa, why can't you sit with him, let him peniphobi call him say fine and you now they buy. So you are expecting say uko ware we wona wo but so per se oba die wo be ka no eno no onye ma because won akotu sika ware no but we ni ware unkwanda nyina wo but we say 8 years we say then you leave so now no you have to make sure say normal nipa no wo hwa be ha no because onimu adwuma no you have to force him to work. Don't see that person as your enemy. Right. But we sat down, he made those utterances, and some fine gentlemen at the FA we thought the bet me abuano. Look, yes, Kwesi more get into football. your point, I will tell you many people, and you see, they shouldn't get closer. But I'm doing on football. You see, you say you shouldn't get closer. Kekobo match and Black Star match against Nigeria or Benin. Kwesi was involved. Now you be saying say DNT obi win Africa because he can't share any honor to know. To mean top players being one man. Or say it's because Kotokoni has. I say more kind no. Nen Yansenim, Nen Twasum, and the Afa. Now then I am paying for to mean Kobe to say Kwesi sit down with you. What do we have to do?
Ebiane biko but ebiane na
ye. And you say biko. Most of our leaders our pride bi wo mumu ahomaso anyansanim ahomaso en leading nipa nko ba bia. That is the sort of leaders we have. Eti ye ne yase obeba no abebisa say oh Lord adewe word we pronounce on saying it's within the media. This is a bunch of kwasfinke domes, a bunch of arsenals. Omukra just say word no crowd to me mono obefro oh Lord where the way pronounce on say no akire no ahomwasodi
ofrempo
just say and no you paying for arrogance and I lead it to the media arrogance ni no ma am say Ghana because no maybe work say so konipa no juka adena wo kasa me kasa because this goalkeeper omo work rate omo mental toughness on the pitch and any bibia form. So among Jojo Wanakot ni Ofori ni
Manaf Nuruddin.
Why now? As one of the best goalkeepers in the world, in Ghana here to Africa, echo beyond. Why now? If you say give us 2 out of the 4.
All right.
Next year say what my you 2 na onye on get it closer. These are people. Sometimes you let your goalkeeper trainer go to them. To ask them say omo assessing goalkeepers DM from so no one say be ya me no advice omo de be ma no you use that advice to train your goalkeepers, but do we go to them because we see them as fools omo ye kwase afo when dey no and they killing them because we have yet radio so but go to the streets go and interview people say hey akwa wo na mo nyina nyanse wo ntim so when we are here that does not mean say ye nim nyansa sin omo but let's go to them. Listen to the Ombekanto Joka Asemokano. Now, from today onwards, Cruise no best start your time.
Okay.
Baby Sawane ko interview no. Didn't know cancer. No man baby say.
All right.
See, me if you say these people, the FA player Nyawota Maklu and those gang of cartel, no, they are destroying Ghana football. But it's a hard time. We have to leave Ghana football for them and make sure say we bring people you can walk to them 24 hours. Yes, we be kwa security babies I said dey ba say no na me wo na maka ma say ma chewa ka me hwehwe fi president.
But I say no Thomas Moro enso e dey. Spoon. Yeah, some no dey. And also
transfer na me pese me kaka about Prosper Nati Ogun.
Yeah, and na me about yeah.
Me mom dey doctor nensensem no de tu dwa no me ti asi ya me ntime ntie ni
you don't think
the word you wanted to use Niger
you can't take far
me dwene ho a
no na won ti asi am
nyansenim ka kire no
because for a professional manager or China has a go pressure na ba from no abefa ana said you can be tested when a man is seen as a man when he is able to solve problems.
Exactly.
You don't run away from responsibilities and think somebody will do that thing for you and you come there and you find you take it very
you
on a silver platter no.
Fine tune it.
No you don't do that. You don't do that.
Me say Boadu did a good job. When
because
he left,
when Boadu came to take a class of pressure,
ne wo
has Simon menya sure say what.
That is also consider a triple
pressure better has 50 timer before, during and
after
and now instrument as your friend is a board chairman as a president of Akasbo. Matisse shareholder meeting be baba.
Yeah.
So December it was scheduled to be on last year now. To be a moya normal tuchiana for nipa per shares atoni bi so besa bo we be flow to shares
ni bi.
Ama for baba and meeting ni koso a ama for one sem bebre a obetimi aka because Akasbo folk has never been managed Akasbo folk sole proprietorship business. Ena de abeye sole proprietorship. Intino ni awu beka bia now Akasbo folk NCC na a representative of the fans na nkasa NCC obi ani so as a chairman NCC chairman retire or resign last be a year ni obi ani so when they go to board meeting who represents the supporters.
That's what I asked.
So what you say? And the supporters are the major stakeholders of the club. The major stakeholders of the club supporters, no? Right. But they don't have a representative. For the coach to say pressure or has to folk, intino, say the own team mefa, which means a conditional statement too. Sure. And what making say pressure never from the air. Obetimi abefa. Enyane sa
bibi no patcher.
Na unto one say Ghanaian coach, a young man as he is. Was share Juma say wakofa kotoko one I resign fee kotoko. If say pressure ba na say man ube dwane efi wajuma responsibilities. How then do you become one of the best managers in the country?
Alright, so man, me announce me phone lines 0302964246 0302964247 eno lines ayede adwuma e studio ha no nso betumi afre na wa join the conversation no e studio ha na wo de wadwen kire e de yaba yaka ensem ne bebre from nyahota makro e de bajo ka sisia prosper guneti nso de a ode atom wood has of job linking no e na yeguso yedim enkomonti no obetumi a join the conversation no na wo nso ode e de yaba e wa harmo we say good afternoon, I'm Derek watching you from Bojuase and into Derek and so there or Diaba and so and on to Derek keep doing the watching yanso ya haya bu edwuma at the moment so enyina kofi to asma me
for the best manager in Ghana football our local league is running away from the best job he can get
and just run away
folk who say pressure na onim say that ana see bi na all building no that yon person be coach teams like TP Mazembe and El Ali and he say Egypt for no so flare or stadium so na ya church anim sack black man coach say sack black coach and so obe say obe
money
ni a picture mu fam that's why ye bo ububo nsuo di anu wa yipo ato nchen no
because nsuo nyina kokobo
we mu say Mr. Ogunmu all transit be say
first caller. Hello. Good afternoon.
Fine, sir.
Would you ever be a free?
Hello.
Within the same lower TV volume, I'm ending come out. Within the same. Okay.
That's
all right, Casadente.
But you're coming quite a fast and Mojanko.
I can't quite a Mojanko.
Yeah, because someone says a person I was stuck when you need and who you can be, but as a major woman, you did try only smash your person and catch on it smash go.
Oh, okay.
That.
Whatever I say, I know they are difficult, so bye.
Okay, Miss Minashi.
Coffee to us, man.
Making if say young man as Mr. Prosper is now why the best manager in the league. Just ended league. Ujiwa Krobia Sante Kotoko, arguably the best club in the nation. Nah, the
arguably say, and your best club in the nation.
It can't be. It's debatable. So now, arguably another best club in the nation is looking for you. You are running away. It's not just say the cap no G with Kotoko no. Was he not part of? Or your brain behind Kotoko winning the trophy, Anna. If indeed he was the head coach, why is he running away from pressure? Football, when we say pressure, a manager is part of pressure. It's part of your duty, your work. You everyday tin wona to me for pressure mu a team that is where I will title as a best manager.
Okay.
But you can't tell me say pressure what has munintino are they killing themselves with knives?
At the end.
Pressure or what? Is it not a doctor? This is our true school degree. Everyone say pressure, just pressure.
Doctor by doctor.
Senka, so that's why I'm saying what true thesis degree school.
Yeah.
And he knows when you say pressure, say who a doctor. It in say that or say beer or a surgeon. Na say nipa 3 collapse, but no so be done. Yeah, the nipa 3 omneme bubu beto ne word. See pressure, but be done. Obeka say pressure. You don't as no. Who does that? As baby I would do. No. Ejuma no nya onye.
Okay.
Onye ready say obeye has ejuma. But enkonko chiremu ana wo chiremu ne nkoba say pressure ntina and wo waken yen so in for ye ba be digest wasem no one and obi abefa your friends and the headline story.
For sure.
Ewom etina me make headline story out of Nika say mu bi ama no say the best manager is running in Ghana. Me Liberia ni and I may throw me newspaper story. Me trying to say the best manager in Ghana football is running away from the best job.
From the best job
he can get. It is the best job. Now I know news now say the sole representative of Ghana in the ongoing Confederation Cup.
Oh yeah, that's Accra has a folk.
Is when this if he want to sell his image and his CV, he wants to make his CV bigger. Who is going to sell that for him?
On Rano Baseli.
On whose ticket? This is the time for him to go to Africa.
All right, now the one who's here.
This is the time for him to go to Africa. Ube Fifie. Now also because now you are the local champion.
Okay.
What else?
Hey, I'll be the poor lady.
And you can't say Obeko. Now I committee. You have the likes of Picho Motimani, Alim Diaimo, Omo. It's no how no bear, then Okwako compete with the best.
Okay.
It's a feno, Ubo say also. But we are saying Obiane how a person or building a career no and then see Biako do no. Meno can say or no or a doctor by profession.
Yeah.
And a football no esan eka nti no o many mu ya den who kwan so nyuma mienu a obetimi aye. But when I'm coming from the football front me as a fan of the game and send me hu ni nyuma aye na me hu ni say this was the fine time for him to take a club a betimi propelling the seed ni ye. It is a big challenge e man say nka won take na nka for has enko next level.
Okay.
Because he can. After managing Kumasi Asante Kotoko,
I call the Hassan, so I be take it double.
And it
the
builds,
two big giant clubs.
It builds your image.
Okay.
Now, say Metisena or Scouto, I'm a Black Stars.
Yeah.
Any other.
The Galaxies in there.
The Black Stars pressure, no. Papa will through.
Mom has it in Ojani.
Just a mere has a portion of fans in Ghana, and no more pressure through. But the entire nation, you might walk with it.
But that's so horrible. Offer.
Papa, unse.
The
Prosper. Last maybe Sir Paul say. Prosper ni doctor no. The cheni bi ana say original one. No say original one. So, but sena school ni kano. Idea. These are a bunch of cowards.
Cowards.
Because say who ubia we coach. What coach wafa. This youth for so I thought say you're going to now Accra House of Folk, we need that youth system to work. So you being a youth oriented coach,
okay.
Ka obeba be implement here kotoko pressure or kotoko no crowd to me I was shocked so say has
pressure kotoko pa
kotoko team no e kan hini no ho e Kumasi Asante Kotoko nti omo no omo som kotoko te se bosom
Sure.
Except they don't want to tell you. But Kotoko team no hini into omugu nsankura omugu wo asante Kotoko dimu omuye bibia wo asante Kotoko dimu. Etino for you to run away from Accra House of Folk no, I'm disappointed in him. And even Shwenwa Bisa, it takes a level-headed person. Shwenwa Bisa could support Bibi Wahadwa.
Yeah.
Okache say he doesn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Aden wonu Pani Bisa has a juma.
Adinkra Radio Ghana.
Onye ne nebe chana de obeje. One na no one see wo fufu no mo wie fifreti no na ode kwanye si no abesa egu no wadi. What kind of coach is this? He said the all kind of penny or transit say.
That's the exact
no
abendada.
Fifreti no wa ye bibia.
Afrona horo
no on the onye hwe. Okotwa Colombia duro ni bia. No abetra no no ase we spoon we de ne no kwantri. Spoon senior brother. No no ase we sem kwani. Sem kwani gu. What kind of job is this?
All right.
It he should come back and even apologize to Accra House of Folk for even asking him something about Accra House of Folk. Not all making such utterances say I has pressure what Accra House of Folk. That Ben won't say pressure because has from Togo down to the last liberal said the last ball boy. Bianca said pressure. So why are you telling her supporters say and then the pressure? In fact, the American say Prosper and Nati Ogum were disappointing me because me feel say we Nipabia he was a strong man to stand all these normal. I'm not blaming him or I'm not saying I don't have any crimes about that. But the MMA can say I'm expecting a bold person like him to say so. When has job is given to me, no, these are a juma me pese me cover free baby, baby.
Okay.
So and now no. Jones say her supporters are the wonderful people in the world. Be that because or say to me be ecosystem blocks or say to almost a blocks a good money no more no more no more but these are the same supporters who carry you when you win the match. Money froka so he sees them as the because or since someone cannot say and the problem a buyer may share has the same problem that supporters neka
because they see more than what bench in the crowd.
Because sometimes pressure no crowd ba unto me
exactly
but one obehwe the ekoso I thought say Prosper Nati Ogum will come out and say so these are the challenges are open until the say has team no e the shene sa you take the team from somewhere and end the team baby intimidate. I'm disappointed. He should go where he was interviewed and go apologize to Accra House of Folk for say one number no and wo fufu ni si wo
30 seconds
I'm say
some kind of go no ni
Matese Smeden dog
yeah Alonso
tina bi obeso obroni no be wo fufu no
be fa
bibini
obegusu nkwan
na oyeden enjoy but send I was
only obi o ti wire mu ha
very disappointed in the man because across fans fans nye perform the sika motivate omutimo but they force their players to love the club and play and die hard for the club. It is a resilient club and as resilient as he is I thought he would come boldly and courageous than what he said, but in all also he owns his own life and it is his own property and he bona fide. No one is challenging his decisions.
All right.
No, you're the best here.
Medase pa yeda apanfo so ase yasanso eda ahwefo na ase samoje brehwe Adinkra television jumede no Adinkra sports fi ejuada ekopem fiada ewia nonko ekopem no miensa na afi nso memenda anopa no ɛyɛ anopa 9:30 to 12 ne nyinaa no uhyia ya yɛde agodemu nsɛm no na emu api na emu odu na emu ehwam sɛ ne Paul kan no ɔsɛ ɔba papa de ne nkwan egu fam koraa still flavor no ɛwɔ ya de ne yɛsɛ ɔba papa nkwan what I say ɛne nti no make a time with us na afi yɛntumi ɛmfa dwumede ne nyinaa so ɛmfa abaw sɛ ne yɛsɛ na ɛte awie nso yɛda asede a na yɛde aseda ɛma ahwɛfo a mogye bre ɛhwɛ yɛn mo a mogye bre nso etie yɛn ɛwɔ Adinkra Radio Ghana so ɛno www.modernghana.com ɛhɔ ɛna obenya Adinkra Radio Ghana na wetie Adinkra TV nso dwumede no onya na live sɛ na mete so ameka sɛ live sanso ɛna Facebook live mo amode mo messages ɛba yɛ nyina yɛda mase yɛgye breaking kan Barbara Ajiman ɛna afi nso abranta ne din ɛde Kwame Foster ɛna Enoch Boateng sanso ɛna Steven Atanga na Vurungu Town na odi free sanso wa wotumi do message ɛfa WhatsApp ɛde ba no Derek from Bodua say yɛda mo nyina ase nyame yado mo kyena stay tuned na mo join ne dwumadi no na ɛnyɛ very success ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔ no producers MCR abranta ne din ɛde Kwabena yɛboa ɛboa Becky ɛna afi nso Evelyn Ken camera ladies yɛn ha de mba na ɔmo pretty camera what I say to hu sɛ me hɔ ana me sere kakra na ɔmo yɛ style bi ntɛmɛ ne boss wa ɛsɛ osere what I say ho saa na tie ɛne ntero saa na dwumede ntɛ DJ Romeo ogyina mechi den ɔboa ma dwumede no so ɛkɔ so saa nso ɛna me able pandit ɔmo san so ɛyɛ me crew a me ne ɔmo ɛwɔ ha yɛbɔ adwuma Morobes Tea the Spoon and Alfin so Ajingo aka Paul Napoleon Ajiman aka Ontandefie aka Birthday Mine aka Yakano yɛbɛhyɛ hɔ akyire yɛbɛyɛ adom yɛ ɔkyena same time yɛbɛsan adi ahyia mesɔre so deɛ na awie mekyia lawyer JD enso ɛwɔ hɔ no makra